Hello everyone, this is Taryn.
This is Isaac, and we are True Masters and Morons.
I don't want to empower one of you.
Playing Doom.
What's up, everybody? I'll hopefully die significantly less this time.
Mega gun you have the upgrade for?
What? That actually is a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think they're weak to that thing.
That is an excellent point.
So, before Taryn and I started recording today, we actually mentioned in the last episode that, you know, we were talking about a lot of things while Taryn was grinding lives, and we were doing other things, discussing the channel and stuff like that. And one of the things we talked about was
Gosh, he's big.
What?
I said, gosh, he's big.
He is big. Was the extremely unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman.
Which is a few weeks past now by the time you guys...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, by the time you guys watch this is definitely...
Oh, there's a thingy. Where's the thingy?
Oh, there's a summoner.
Hi.
But yeah,
that's
long
a whole
past
lot of no,
for
sir.
all of you guys, but relatively recent for us, within the last week.
Oh, the wall blocked it.
Very sad. But one of the major discussions that have happened around it are, you know, basically what's going to happen with the Black Panther franchise. Main thing that I've seen, and the one that I agree with, being Shuri take over, as she does in the comics. And I'm fully behind that one. But one of them that I saw was, and this was a discussion that this is what started the real discussion that I want to get to here, was the idea that something to do with the Infinity Stones brings back Killmonger and makes him a magically nice dude.
Isaac does not approve.
I do not approve at all. I think that's a horrible idea. I love Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is, no joke, hands down, one of my all-time favorite actors of the modern generation. I love that dude. I have still not seen the newest Fantastic Four movie. I know it sucked. He's in it, and I want to see it because of him.
Okay.
But and this is the thing that really started. And Taryn agrees, by the way. He does agree that it's a horrible idea.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good idea, but
I mentioned that I would personally lose respect for Michael B. Jordan if he took that part.
He should stress a little.
What?
I said a little. He should stress a little, not like all of it.
Yeah,
but.
No, not all of it, not at all. Again, he's an awesome actor. I like him as a person. I think he's great. But I would lose. You need to go up and around. But I would lose a little bit of respect for him if he took that part. And that started tearing, just from a comic book nerd standpoint. It's like, why would you take that part? That's a horrible move. But Taryn then, you know, started basically very highly, not yelling, but that level right below yelling.
Oh, I don't want one of you in a time thing. Come on.
In a time thing? Okay, you gotta wait for that. You gotta get your shotgun out and wait for that green light, dude. But so he mentioned, he's like, where was it? I wrote this down. So before I could really elaborate further, Taryn interrupted and he's like, he started talking about how acting is a job, and a lot of people, including my comment there, kind of forget the fact that these are people who have bills to pay, they have work they need to do, so like, it's a part.
I'm gonna do one more of these off screen real quick, and then we will...
Oh, we're gonna do it off screen?
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, not happening.
So I did the whole thing about, like, acting as a job. A lot of people don't really think about that, or ignore that, or look at it a different way, what have you.
And he went on to continue, and we you know, another thing that's happened is that Robert Pattinson, the guy who's going to play Batman in the next movie, recently contracted COVID, and so they stopped and paused filming of...
Oh, really?
Really? That sucks. Stopped and paused the filming of Batman. So Taron used this as an example. He was like, all right, let's say that all the people behind Batman, because Robert Pattinson is out, came to you and said, hey, we want to hire you to play Batman. You would absolutely take that, right? And I responded, no, because I know that I wouldn't make a good Batman. He then was like trying desperately to convince me, oh, that looks so cool.
It does. Well, I was just like,
I guess that's one solution to not let him wake up, right? Nope. Didn't work.
It really is just lightsabery and I can pull it back anyway?
I guess.
So I'm gonna have to kill him and not leave it in him? Somehow?
Yeah. I'm confused. Like, if that's the only way to kill him...
Oh no, so yeah. We kept him there.
Okay,
but it's fragile,
so you
maybe?
locked him in, I guess.
But it's like fragile or something?
I don't know. But so...
But I was like, no, just assuming... this is assuming that you're in a world where, you know, you would make a good Batman. Like, they think, hey, you can do the acting, whatever.
And
Batman,
I think that I can do it. And so I respond with, okay, so a world where I'm physically fit enough to play Batman because I am a bigger dude. And Taron responded...
That's a bad...
Would you like me to say it? Do you feel too bad saying it again?
I can say it. I didn't realize you were waiting for me to say it.
No, go ahead.
I don't remember exactly how I said it, but I said something along the lines of...
I have it. I have it quoted here.
You have it quoted here? Well, okay. So what I believe I said was something along the lines of... It's like, well, yeah, no, they're not casting the Penguin to play Batman, but... blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what he said after that, and I don't care, because that's all I heard was... Literally, because it was in the heat of the moment. Taron was very, like, kind of agitated, so it came out of him, and he's like, well, obviously, yeah, they're not gonna hire the Penguin to play Batman.
Yeah.
And
that is what I said.
I have never before, and I honestly don't know how I could be since, been so perfectly roasted. It was hilarious. It's the funniest... like jab I think I've ever had. And I will explain, as far as I'm concerned, because I know for a fact not everybody thinks this. I've seen the, you know, we roast whoever's birthday on Comedy Central things, and they're just vile. But as far as I'm concerned, the goal of a roast is to get the person you're roasting to laugh while insulting them with things that they know. And I follow a couple of people who roast people on TikTok, and that's not all they do, but that's one of the things that they do. And I enjoy them because it's very clear that anybody involved, generally it's people, they're like, hey, can you roast me? They're requesting to be roasted by these different people. Therefore, they're open to it. As far as I'm concerned, if you literally ask someone, hey, I would like you to roast me, and then they make a reaction video laughing at themselves for it, it's all great fun in everyone involved. It's when you start roasting people who either didn't ask for it or can't take it. He's so mad at those things. That's when it's not cool. But I knew that Taron was just doing it in fun. It was just the first thing that came to his mind.
Because I was like, no, I was talking about like your ability as an actor, because I assumed that's what he was talking about. It's like, because what he said was, I would make a terrible Batman.
I did. I was like, yeah, no, I would make a terrible Batman. And yeah, no, I am overconfident enough because I am very much that actor personality. I believe I could make a swell Batman if I wasn't 330 pounds, 6'5", you know?
Which was another funny part of the conversation. Oh, actually, well I won't get distracted. We'll come back to that later.
No, that's fine. I was basically done with that sentence anyway.
It was just another funny part of the conversation. He's like, I'm too tall to play Penguin. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Penguin's super short.
Penguin's like 5'5", maybe. So yeah, we were imagining the idea of like me playing Penguin, you know, I'm this 6'5" dude, and just having me on like my knees whenever me and whoever's playing Bruce are in the same scene. And
I was just like, they'll do it like, you know, Gandalf in The Hobbit, you know, the initial party scene. For those of you who don't know, like, there's no CGI there. They didn't film them separately. They just have the set designed with enough perspective shifting stuff that from that one particular angle from which it's filmed, Gandalf looks like he's 3 or 4 feet taller than everybody. Even though, you know, it's not the case.
It's not the case. He is tall.
He's tall, but he's not like, you know,
half
twice
again
the
as tall as
size
the
of
other
Bilbo.
actors. Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, we'd have to do something like that. There was also the idea of like, oh, I know, I got it. You're playing, it's a Batman. Oh. Yeah, see, the maker sounded like him.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, and he does have that, like, metallic skinny thing, huh? That could be an interesting thing.
Yeah. It's like, supposedly he's human, but...
That's all supposedly.
We've only ever seen him in his brain case.
Oh, get that extra life, Mr. Has lost 17.
I never ignore them. I was just looking outside. Yeah, no, I really didn't have the extra life overconfidence, except for in that challenge trial, because I'm like, I can afford to lose a few, it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Taryn was talking about how we eventually started talking about how, you know, I would play Penguin from a different dimension where Penguin's tall.
Yeah, we do one of those multiverse, like, episodes of a show or something, and he's a tall penguin.
The tall penguin. I am tall penguin. All right, let's do this one more time.
Yes, I love that. The way they handled that was so fantastic. The
way they handled that was fantastic. For those of you who haven't seen it, that's a reference to the Spider-Verse animated film. Fantastically done Spider-Man movie.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Not the way to kill them. Noted.
No, but it is apparently the way to get them down so that you can execute them if you ever decide to go back and do that one mission.
Let's do that mission. That mission can burn. We do not speak of that. Well, we can speak of that mission. We do not go back to that mission.
You just executed 3, and that's all you needed to do in that mission.
Oh, don't say that! Ah! There's just one more thing this level's doing to me. Hi. Wait for it. Oh, you're not a little one.
Nope.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, so at some point we did get back to the conversation about Michael B. Jordan and Black Panther and all that. And I will say, I would not lose any respect for him as an actor, and I would not lose any respect for him at all if it weren't for the fact that his career is still going very well. He has a lot of other things.
That was my original point. I'm like, it's a job. If you are offered a position that it's like, hey, here's you want to play these successful the lead in the successful franchise, Mr. You make money by acting. It's like, yes, of course you would. Yeah. And then Isaac made this point.
Yeah, and my point is, one, I would not lose any respect for him as an actor, and I would not lose any respect for him if he didn't have really, as far as I know, still really good prospects in his acting world right now. He has other things that he's acting for. He's still going strong. He doesn't have the, what is her name? The Ridley, the actress who plays Rey in Star Wars syndrome. She can't get any jobs. They won't take her anymore.
What?
Same reason that Mark Hamill got destroyed when he was in Hollywood after Star Wars episode
Mark
6
Hamill
came out.
Works in, has like been in everything.
He does.
What are you talking about?
He does voice work. For a long time, he was not hired for movies because he was Luke, and that's all anyone ever saw him as. So now everyone sees her as Rey, and so she's not getting parts anymore. Like, she's gone out and applied for and tried out for multiple, and she's not getting any hits.
That's weird. I've seen her in 1 or 2 other movies, so that's weird.
Since the final movie released, she hasn't gotten any more.
How long ago did that come out?
not last December, but the December before that, I think, or was it last December?
Like a year or two.
Yeah, so almost a year or almost 2 years now, and she's gotten no hits at all.
That sucks.
But like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan does not have that issue of people not wanting to hire him because of a previous role he's had or what have you. So he's still doing very well. If he wasn't, yeah, I would absolutely be like, yeah, dude, take Killmonger because you need work. But I would, with the position that he's in now, as far as I know, I would lose respect for him as a nerd, because he is a nerd. He's a huge comic book nerd. He loves comics. He loves anime.
Bastard.
He loves comics. He loves anime. He's a huge nerd, and if he would accept a role like that in my opinion is just not, it's not how it would be in the world, I would lose some respect. He would lose nerd cred in my opinion. Armor for blood. But yeah, our point is, and that was the point that I made.
Yeah, which is a decent point. I'm not certain I agree, but it's a valid point.
Yeah, and totally fine not to agree. Totally fine for you guys not to agree in the comments. Like, if you fully think, you should totally take the piece of Killmonger, whether it was offered or not, whatever your opinion is, that's just my opinion. I gotta know what's down there, dude.
It's a that.
Oh, I literally didn't see that on the map when you looked, so.
That's
just
so
took
nice.
you back to the beginning. Avoid the hill, the hole. But yeah, the biggest thing is we are, or at least I am. I actually never got your 100%. I am 100% behind the idea that Shuri takes over as the Black Panther.
I mean, if they're going to continue doing Black Panther movies, it's the most logical move.
Yeah,
she's an established character that, as far as I know, was pretty well liked.
Yeah,
and there's it's a thing that happened in the comics at least once. I know, I've seen it.
Yeah,
where she becomes the Panther for some reason.
So yeah, as far as we're concerned, that should be the way to go. And also,
where
that I think you can turn those maybe.
Where's the light coming from? Oh, they're generating the light.
They're generating the light.
Okay.
And they're sitting on gears. So can you punch those? Can you? They almost look like cogs, like Gears of War.
I was literally about to say, I'm like, this is not Gears of War.
But yeah, the biggest thing is just the, there's definitely some heartbreak about losing Chadwick Boseman, especially the way we did.
Also, props to him. I did not realize he was like 43. He looks much younger than that.
He was 43 and fighting cancer for 4 years. Dude looked fucking amazing. There were apparently comments at recent things that he was holding where he had lost a lot of weight from the chemo.
Well, sure.
And, look at that. Freaking invisible button. But and there were apparently comments from people on those videos that were talking about like, oh, you've lost so much weight, you should put on weight, blah 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 blah, and nobody knew what he was going through.
Okay.
You have to do that all at once somehow?
Okay, so that is what I need to do. Okay, cool, I can do that. If I don't,
and it's just
like that.
I feel a little bit bad for all the people who made those comments. One, they're assholes for making the comments in the first place, but then they find out, oh, he had cancer. I literally insulted a dude who had cancer because I'm an asshole. I will say, apparently this is your vault, based on what Samuel said.
Right.
Because he said everything you need is in your vault.
Anything else in here besides my nifty? Nope.
I don't think so. This is a red coin that you put into
the
it?
symbol. I'll bet that's my version of those.
I have the power!
I'll bet that's my version of whatever that thing is that I kept taking to go kill the priests.
Maybe. Ooh, what's the
Oh, the Sword of Omens?
Thundercats!
The Sword of Omens.
Yeah.
So what do we call it? What do we call this? Doomslayer Crucible. Give me sight beyond sight.
Oh, we're dumb.
We are, but that's okay. I'm just curious. Was that the last one?
It was the last one. So next.
not.
Oh, it
There's
wasn't the
one
last
more.
one.
Oh, I thought that would go down. Where's this going? Oh, that's a head.
Yep.
That's a head.
Best hope it doesn't talk at you.
The door.
It looks like the rat chaos god.
Oh yeah. The Great Rat or
The great rat with the horns. The great
the
horned
Horned
rat.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Most original name ever.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
a
man.
full-on spine, which is probably also where I have to go. That'd be a throne.
Is this
That's a
your
throne.
throne?
I shouldn't have a throne.
You were the warrior king.
Yeah, but it's basically like a general or something, right? I
I
shouldn't
mean,
have pressed
kings
that.
have thrones, homie.
I should not have pressed that.
I shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that.
Should not have
Shouldn't
said
have said
that. But we'll break that open next time.
Next time. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you want to see more of this or any of the Let's Play lore, etc., let us know what it is you want to see in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And hey, Taryn, there's a thing to break all the way up there, across the way from you.
Ow.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, this has
That
been
was actually very easy.
True Masters and Morons signing off.
Yeah, there you go. Rage.